Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart, I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Happy New Year, Aries. This message will be for Aries and all Aries placements within your birth chart or wherever you have first house influence in your chart. If you don't know what any of those placements are, just know that I offer one-on-one birth chart readings where you get a full tarot spread. We get to dive into the archetypes hidden within your birth chart. I'm offering 40% off for the month of January on all my readings. Since it's a new year, it's a great time, Aries, to dive into your birth chart and to see what major aspects and highlights are coming up for you personally for 2024. You can find all my information in the description box below for all my readings. In this reading, we will discuss astrology, oracle messages, tarot, and a love reading at the end, so stay tuned for that. If this reading resonates, of course, please like, comment, subscribe. I love to hear about your personal experiences in the comment section and whatever extra support you may be needing. We are in Capricorn season. Let's utilize this earth energy by grounding ourselves into our new year dreams, visions, and goals with tenacity and grit. Capricorn knows how to steer the ship as we start out this new calendar year. May we fully and powerfully activate the highest collective wisdom, truth, and awareness for humanity. Now, Aries, let's get into your January forecast. Hi, Aries. Welcome on into this space. Thank you for joining me here. So Aries, this Capricorn energy, what does it mean for you? We have Mercury, Mars, New Moon, and Sun in Capricorn. So lots of Capricorn energy this month. And it's all in your 10th house of achievements. 10th house is our midheaven. This is our destination point in our chart. As an astrologer, when you see the 10th house, you get to have a peek into maybe potentially what this person will aspire to be, focused on career aspects of their life, how they act amongst their peers, how they act as a leader. This is definitely a very entrepreneurship house. You know, people with heavy 10th house influence in their chart tend to like to be their own boss. And if not that, then they really do like to have some sort of leadership role. 10th house is Capricorn energy, so it's very fitting for Capricorn season to have this 10th house influence. Highly ambitious month for you. You could be very career driven, focused on your goals. You know, most people at the beginning of a new year already are, but some people are like, you know what, F that. I have a year to, you know, plan this out. You know, it doesn't have to just be the new year for me to do that, right? To each their own. I do think it's important to focus in whatever time of year it is on your goals, your dreams, and your visions. And for you, Aries, with this 10th house influence, it's like right at the forefront for you, okay? We have Venus in Sag, which is going to be in your, sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. It's in your 9th house. Okay, so 9th house, Venus in the 9th house. This could be higher levels of commitment. This could be travel. 9th house does talk about spirituality, mentorship. But Venus in the 9th, it's a highly stimulating place. 9th house is very intellectual, very curious. Wants to taste a lot of different things. You know, it's about different cultures. Again, long distance travel. But when it comes to Venusian energy, it's having a taste for life, all walks of life. Maybe you are finding yourself, for some Aries, attracted to a different type, even. Maybe dating a different person than your normal type. But 9th house is asking you to have your hand in a lot of different pies, is what I heard. you know, dabble a little bit. Test the waters. If you're single, maybe this is getting out dating. There's this curiosity with the 9th house. All right, let's dive into your oracle message for January. Let's see here. What do we have for Aries? The Aries collective. Let's see for Aries. What do we have? Ooh, death, humor. Interesting combination there. You could be ending a friendship here. We have death and friendship. Or with the 9th house influence, it could be a friendship going to the next level, right? Being more than friends here. The humor card's throwing me off though. The humor card says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I'm learning that endings are merely new beginnings. So this could go a lot of different ways. So you could be saying to me, Aries, that you have, again, a friend that maybe put you in the friend zone. And, you know, you're ready to embark on something new here with the death energy. And it's like, it's just being lighthearted, humorous about it. No, you know, no hard feelings here. Or again, you could be asking a friend, you know, I want to start on a new beginning here, right? I want to end a relationship even and start a new relationship. The humor is really asking you to focus on the lighter side of life, not be so doubtful. Maybe there's a fear of rejection that if you extend this offer to a friend, that you might be rejected. Doubt card showing up here. I really need to know all the answers. So yeah, you might not get the desired outcome or vice versa. Maybe, you know, either someone's extending to you or you're extending to them. And it's important for you to just be more lighthearted about it, you know, take a chance. When I see the humor card, I think of, you know, the Fool card, a little bit more humorous and carefree. Releasing these fears of doubt and worry and the what ifs. What if I'm rejected? You know, that's the message that I'm getting off of those cards. Let's pull here from the Empathic Oracle for you, Aries. Let's see. Aries Collective. What do we have for the Aries Collective for January? Heart chakra. Okay. Your story, winter. So this is connected to right now. Well, if you're in the northern hemisphere, that is. We are in winter here. But, you know, depending on where you are, that timeline could look very different. Winter could be not for like several months, you know. So apply it how it resonates. But when it comes to winter energy in your story, there could have been something that happened around your life in the winter, maybe even autumn here showing up, where you were asked to be more authentic. Show the world the real you is what I'm hearing. Opening up your heart here, heart chakra showing up for you. So the heart chakra can mean many things. Of course, opening ourselves to love, but this is just opening ourselves to new experiences, really. When our heart is open, we can experience life on a very full spectrum, right? Not just all practical 3D. When we open our heart, we also gravitate towards people, places, and things that are very fulfilling emotionally. And that can be in career, friendships, family, you know, intimate partnerships. But when we're heart-centered, tend to be a bit happier, to be honest. You know, coming from an air sign like myself, where I can get really trapped up in my mind and intellectualize the F out of everything, I have learned that it is a practice and a skill to open your heart. It doesn't come easily to most people. Some more than others, but, you know, even culturally, you know, we can really be taught that, you know, the mind matters is what I'm hearing. But we forget about that heart space. especially when we're busy, especially with this 10th house. You know, this is very career focused for you. This could also be talking about, Aries, enjoying what you do, your mission, your soul's purpose with the 10th house. Something that fulfills you at an emotional level. All right, Aries, let's get into your tarot message. Let's see how all these oracle messages correlate for Aries. Let's see here. Aries, please show me what I need to see for Aries. The Aries collective. My hair is in my mouth and it's really annoying me. Aries. Okay. Aries, please show me what I need to see for the Aries collective. What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see for their highest and greatest good? Aries, please show me. There's that death again. You could very well be dealing with a Scorpio with a death showing up twice. Show me for Aries, please. What's going on here? Whoa. Okay. Cards are flying out everywhere. Okay, so that's a lot of cards there. I'm going to leave it here. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. One of my favorite cards. This is destiny. This is fated events. This is movement. This is when universe kind of takes the wheel and helps us navigate our lives. Like, I think of synchronicities and serendipity and the simple things, right, that really align us. This person is so carefree here and open-hearted. You know, her chest is really open. I keep getting this Fool energy for you. So I do feel like there is some sort of new beginning here, but it's requiring you to, of course, take action fully into it. Chariot to the Death in reverse. So I feel like you kind of go back and forth. You go back and forth in your head. You know, the Five of Swords, like, kind of almost gives you a headache. Like, which direction do I take? Your emotions might be a bit diluted here with the Queen of Cups showing up. So there's definitely something strongly around your emotions here with the Moon. It could be fear, right? Five of Swords can be some sort of manipulation. Getting over, I'm really seeing here getting over fear here. Eight of Swords as well. Getting over fear, worry. Eight of Swords is our own container, right? We create these limiting beliefs and views. Again, stuck in the mind too much. We can talk ourselves out of anything, right? And I see that you're getting to a point where you have been talking yourself out of something for quite some time, even though your heart is telling you something else. And there's that point of friction. It's called cognitive dissonance. When we feel a certain way, especially in our heart, but we act out differently in the real world. So you really are being called into something completely new here. And I see like you have cold feet, you know, and it's rightfully so, Aries. You could be dealing with some big choice, right, that you're having to deal with. Maybe trying to find closure from a Queen of Cups here. Genders could be male or female, but it could be a water sign, strongly a Cancer that I'm seeing here that you feel like you have unfinished business with. But it doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be someone that you have unfinished business with here. Especially with the Death in reverse. That does talk about also like not having closure, right? Feeling kind of stuck. Knowing that you need to make a change here with the Death and the Chariot, but just not knowing how to do it. And it seems like destiny is playing some sort of hand in this with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I want to clarify this Wheel of Fortune. You know, I feel like this wheel, it might not happen this month for you, but let's see. Wheel for Aries. What is this Wheel of Fortune about for Aries? Please show me what I need to see. I think you have to reach a breaking point here. Sun in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, where you stop juggling, going back and forth, where you just do something. It might be a bit impulsive to some other people, but it's definitely something that you have been keeping trapped under the moon energy, hidden away from most people with the moon. Most people might not know on the surface that you're dealing with these inner demons. Some confidence, you know, feeling defeated. Maybe even a level of depression with the Sun card in reverse. But I see that you are coming closer to understanding, again, what's emotionally fulfilling, what's going to make you happy. Because the Sun, when the Sun shows up, it's the happiest card in the deck, right? It's becoming clear to you, although it's been slow and it's taking you time here with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like I'm talking to someone that every day can look a little different. You might have been kind of like an emotional roller coaster this month. And I want to remind you also of Pluto changing signs. So that is definitely playing a role in change and transformation. Pluto is scorpionic energy. It is this death, transformation, rebirth. So towards the end of the month, the full moon in Leo with Pluto changing into Aquarius, it's pretty big shifts happening. And Pluto's been doing this dance back and forth with Capricorn, and I'll do a whole nother series on that specifically where I'll get into that. But just know that Pluto is definitely playing a role for you, and it would be interesting to know for you what house Pluto is in. I'm actually going to link in the description box for you. I'm going to write a note here to remember to do it. I'll be doing a separate series, but I feel like you need to know this sooner than that. So Pluto for Aries, I'm going to provide some helpful links for you to kind of prepare yourself a little bit for this. Because I feel like with this death energy that's kind of looming here, it's about rebirth and transformation, which is really about Plutonic energy. Things being shaken up, stirred up here. Because I feel like you've been kind of being in this more reclusive moon energy, not really showing your true self. Remember we saw the authenticity card. I'm being called to actually read from the book about that because I feel like that's very strong here. It was at the bottom of the deck here. Authenticity. Number 36 breaks down to a 9. Okay. Venus in the 9th house. Let's see here. 36. The mask is my shield, but my true self shines from within. Empaths experience many situations of word and deed that do not match the energy of what the intention is. As an empath, you are the first one to know the truth of your pure intention, but an empath must also decide for themselves, decide if they are being authentic. Are you creating a false self for others to see? Am I hiding behind a false front of how I really feel? Do I perceive a false intention from another to throw me off the trail? Is there a component in this situation that is not as it seems? Am I holding on to that which is not the truth? Yes, and that can be that moon energy, right? Because it's about fear, but we have to move through that moon energy, that shadow work, Pluto energy, to get to our sun. So I feel like that's your goal here, is to get to the sun. All right, Aries, let's pull from the heart's hidden secrets. We're going to shift gears a bit and we're going to turn this over to the love reading portion. So I want you to focus in on the person of interest for you if you are here for the love reading. Let's dive a bit deeper into their energies here. What would they like to say to you? Aries and their love interest. How is their love interest viewing them for the month of January? Aries. Aries. Aries and their love interest. Aries and their love interest. Please show me what I need to see for the Aries collective. Aries, please show me. Okay. Conflicted. Yes. But here's that free-spirited energy. There's something about taking a risk this month for you. Maybe stepping out of your normal foundation here. So this person is definitely, your love interest is going through some sort of foundational shift even. We have nourish here as well. Self-growth, self-focus. So this person could be really kind of building their foundation. Maybe their foundation has been rocked in some way, and so they're really trying to get some sort of stable ground, focusing on self-love, self-growth, finding themselves, working on themselves. With the beauty card, I always think about like self-love, you know, nourishing oneself. This person, you know, could be very charming, beautiful, graceful. They could also be saying that they view you this way. They see you as very beautiful, Aries. They see that you're very kind-hearted and warm, I should say. They miss your warmth. But there is some sort of confliction here because I feel like they have been very self-focused, it's looking like. And they're having to make a choice here that they're conflicted about in regards to you. Emotional storm showing up as well. Turmoil, unstable. So I feel like this person has a really deep-rooted fear of their stability being rocked in relationships. You know, this happens sometimes to people that have been in codependent relationships where they've lost themselves, right, and their partner. And it takes them a long time to be confident enough to open themselves up and be vulnerable to love again, where they feel like their foundation, what they've built, what they've developed for themselves is not going to be rocked, or you know, someone's going to take advantage of them, right? When someone does that kind of self-work, having that focus on stability and family and security, that's beautiful. But it can be almost like a spectrum, right? When people become so self-focused and independent and reliant, when they go to start to date again, it can be very conflicting, because conflicted showing up here, they can feel like a lot of emotions start to come up, like the what ifs and all these possibilities that keep swirling in their head of, you know, if this is a risk, right? Risk. Am I risking losing myself in a relationship is really the main message here. So they're working through some fears of theirs, you know, trying to find more of a balance. If they're going to be dating and in a relationship, they have to be able to be vulnerable with you and hopefully be able to speak to you about these concerns that they might be having in regards to their foundation. They could also be going through some sort of family issue with the foundation card showing up. Maybe a loss of work. Again, this could be you as well. Love is popping out here though. Unconditional love, self-love. Yeah, there's a lot around self-love here. Your love interest, and I think both of you have really been focusing in on nourishing oneself, getting over some sort of toxic tendencies even. Okay, how else is Aries love interest showing up for January? Wow, soulmate is showing up here too. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So even if there is some sort of distance here, Aries, just know that the love is here. There's a connection for sure. There's some sort of contract. Someone really does admire you. You know, I see that in the reading here. Romance is blooming. They want to date. Self-indulgence though, again, self-worth. There's a lot around self that's coming up here. And so I feel like for you, it does require a level of patience with this person. You know, they might have a really busy schedule. It might feel like they don't prioritize you. But I don't think they're doing it with ill intentions. I think it just, again, comes from a fear of losing everything that they have built for themselves. You know, and they don't want to make the wrong choice when it comes to love. All right, we're going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle, and then we're going to take this over to Patreon for the extended reading. So you can follow me over onto Patreon, where you get 20% off readings all the time and access to all 12 zodiac signs. Let's see. What do we have for Aries in regards to love? Building blocks. Fork in the road. Okay, so Another message that's coming up for me in regards to love here is that your person, again, building. You guys are building an empire. If you are in a relationship with this person, it seems like you guys are building something, building towards something greater. Again, it could be separate or together. The message that I'm getting strongly here is you or your love interest feel like if you were to take this to the next level, are we going to be able to continue building this dreamed vision together, or are our visions not going to come together harmoniously? Right, fork in the road is showing up here. We're going to look more into this fork in the road. I'm going to dive a bit deeper into this big decision here. So follow me over to Patreon. Bye for now.